Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis update for Looksrare. I'm going to cover some key levels of resistance, some moving averages, as well as the fact that Looksrare has just formed a new all-time low. I'm also going to talk about Looksrare with respect to Bitcoin and look at the Looks-Bitcoin ratio and give my general thoughts and outlook on this altcoin. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, I am fairly active over at Twitter. I will leave a link to my Twitter page in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. So first, I do want to talk about the fact that Looksrare has just recently made a new all-time low, coming down to this valuation of around 11 to 10 cents. So this is going to be very key going into the next few days to see if Looksrare can start to reclaim the previous low back from June. So the low back a few months ago in June was around 16 cents. And again, we have fallen back below that level. And the sooner that Looksrare can reclaim this level that was previous support, ultimately the better that will look for the chart. Because as long as we remain below this, and as long as we hold resistance off of 16 cents, there is a huge possibility of continuing this bearish trend, especially considering that there is no support further down from here. And Looksrare actually provides a great example of something like this that has happened in the past if we go all the way back here to February when we first formed this initial low around 79 cents. So we had that low formed, and then when we came back down and then we formed that new all-time low, you can see there wasn't support in that region, and from there we began to capitulate, and over just the following 32 days, Looksrare continued to plummet around 81%. I'm not suggesting that we have to repeat this move, and fractals are definitely weak in that the price certainly doesn't have to repeat itself and repeat previous patterns. But I would say that this is just a great illustration of what happens when there is no support further down. You really don't get much pauses. It's a pretty quick and swift move, and you can see that exactly illustrated with the 81% correction in just about 1 month. Now, beyond that, I will be looking at the other resistance levels, which I'm going to be talking about this blue line, which is the 100-day simple moving average. So today that is coming in around 25 cents. It has been acting as resistance throughout this entire history for Looksrare. You can see it first initially formed after the first 100 days in the middle of April. And we had these two moves getting very close to retesting the 100-day average. However, they did fall pretty short. We fell, and ultimately we never got those two retests, but you can see that we did decline and form these lower highs pretty similar to the 100-day average. And then on this move right here in August on that lower high, we actually did get a retest of the 100-day average. And as the previous two attempts, we had a rejection. We formed lower lows and continued to move down. We had this move right here in September, almost getting back up to it. And ultimately, this has been the level that Looksrare has been unable to get back above, unable to break above it. In fact, forming these lower highs pretty similar to the 100-day average. So it's going to be very important to watch out to this level for the longer term direction for Looksrare. And if Looksrare does have another retest, I will be watching out to see if we get a similar rejection to the last 5 attempts, or if we're going to have a new pattern where we start to break back above it. And breaking back above the 100-day average will be one of the first signs I will be looking to see if we have some sort of momentum shift and if we're starting to change the tides of this massive bear market decline. So lastly, I do want to talk about the Looks-Bitcoin ratio. And unlike the Looksrare USD pair, this is actually holding its support. It's holding lows from back here in June. So that is a pretty positive sign, but that could obviously change going into the next few days. If the weakness on the Looks USD pair continues to drag Looksrare down, that will drag this down as well. So look to see if Looksrare can continue to hold this level on the Bitcoin ratio. And we also have this downward sloping trend line. You can see we've had fairly consistent rejections throughout these last several months coming up to this trend line, rejecting off of it, and then continuing that downtrend. So it's going to be very important to watch out to see if we can break through this downward sloping resistance, start to put in some higher highs, and continue to hold the support from back here on the June lows. So that is the longer term analysis. I hope you guys did enjoy the content. Once again, check out our Twitter page if you want to have a little bit more frequent updates. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. As always, I will see you in the next one.